38-31. Travis Etienne is back to receive for Clemson, the true freshman speedster.
State is probably more important than any game that they've played all year. They have to have some confidence that they can come into Death Valley and compete with this Clemson team.
3rd and 9. Here's Bryant. Can't get out of the pressure, and he's dropped by Brian Burns. Burns comes up with his first full sack of the season.
When Brian Burns is a talented hybrid type player, going to come right up the field on Pollard. Pollard's a good right tackle, just not ready for the speed of Brian Burns, and Pollard starts the game with a false start.
3rd and 3, going fast. Handed off to Akers, cuts it back, has the first down, and he'll stay on his feet. It's Mullen who knocks him out. His throwing. That's Murray shifting to his left. Here comes the pressure. Oh, he's rocked. Ball is out, and it's Clemson's football. Trey Lamar able to knock the football out and recover. What a shot that Blackman took, and he is still down, number 1 in white.
See DeAndre Francois, that looks eerily familiar to the last couple of years for Florida State, taking shots. But this is all on James Blackman. Here's the blitz right here. Akers makes a great block, but this is the quarterback. You have to know if you're protected or not. He had no idea, and Trey Lamar made him pay. If I'm Clemson, why wouldn't you continue to blitz a young quarterback like James Blackman as a true freshman?
And I credit Blackman. You know, you're saying get rid of it. That's McLeod in motion. They fake it to him. Bryant will keep it on the ground, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
He's the one that's got to make the play. He beats the block. But look at the strength of Kelly Bryant to run through that tackle and continue.
3rd down and 8. Maybe the final play of the first quarter. Here's Blackman to throw. Feeling the pressure, it'll go down. James Blackman is sacked again. That time it's Austin Bryant. Good enough to still win the game.
Well, he was proud of him, right? To play that way, but to still win.
Here's Bryant. First down, knifing through.
You know, he got hot at the right time, and that time is coming for Clemson potential.
3rd and 9. What a throw. Zipped it into the window to Trevi. 2nd and goal. Ball came out. Fumble, and it's Florida State. Brian Burns able to knock it free from Tavian Feaster. And that's the turnover that they have not been able to recover all season, especially down at the 3-yard line.
And exactly why Charles Kelly was fired up on the sideline. We mentioned only 6 turnovers so far this year. Brian Burns, give him credit right off the edge. Anytime you have a zone read situation, you're forcing the quarterback to make this decision to give or pull, and you charge that mesh, you've got a chance to get a turnover.
DeMarcus Christmas recovers.
Out to here.
And the football comes out. Farrell knocked it away, and it's recovered by Alec Eberle. That could have been 6 for Clemson. Instead, Florida State and Eberle amazingly able to come up with the football and able to punt it out of there.
Wow, so much going on here. First of all, I have no idea why Jimbo Fisher's trying to throw a 7-step drop out of his own end zone here against this rush. That's the first mistake. What a heads-up play by Eberle. Could save 7 points.
Kelly Bryant from the 28. Here's Travis Etienne making it look easy. To the house. Touchdown. Clemson.
This is just straight power football, Steve. And you get a guy like Etienne with that speed, that kind of a crease, and he's going to hit his head on the goalpost.
Set up by the big punt return from Ray McLeod.
Nazar Radine covering him, gave up a first down. It's 2 freshmen.
Bryant fakes the pitch and a throw across the middle. Able to hook up with DJ Greenlee for a big 6-yard field goal attempt for Alex Spence. And Spence bangs it through. Spence has been perfect from 30 yards. News for Florida State about that first half is they'll get the football to start the third quarter. First down and 10 from the 25. Here's Blackman to come out throwing and completing. Able to hit Auden Tate, and he'll stay on his feet and have first down yardage. Patrick in the backfield now to the left of Blackman. Picked up the wrong man, still able to complete. Nooney Murray.
Well, you got to keep an eye on Ryan Izzo, the tight end.
Gonna throw for it. It was wide open. Wide open, and Auden Tate couldn't bring it down. James Blackman deserved
the play that you wanted. Perfect play call. Off of play action. This is not just a first down. This should be a touchdown, Steve. And yeah, the
10 from their own 29-yard line. Bryant gonna pick that snap up to the right and throw to the left. The ETN out of the backfield. ETN stays in the block, so Bryant can throw and complete to T. Higgins.
Starting offensive lineman, and they play that way.
Here's Bryant to throw. Got some backside pressure now with some time, trying to make people miss. And he is dropped, sacked by Brian Burns. Well, the offensive line, even
they've been thin on that offensive line. Todd Brock Ruble would be the guy that comes in. They've had 3 injuries up front this year already.
Down the middle of Philly, it's caught. A beautiful ball to Nooney Murray, and he's able to...
Man under. He has to throw this ball over the linebacker, Daniel, and in front of the safety. Run perfectly.
And they're going fast on the ground. It's Akers. Rather, Patrick, I beg your pardon. Jacquez Patrick. And you have just seen the first Florida State third quarter touchdown of the season.
90 yards, as you said, in a little over 3.5 minutes. And how about the story of Jacquez Patrick? The determination. 2 weeks ago, had a knee injury, thought his season...
Florida State down 10 to start the fourth with the football, an excellent starting field position. Here's Blackman trying to step up, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins leading the way.
I'm not sure why you would try to throw a drop back pass in this situation if you're Jimbo Fisher. This offensive line, it's Minshew.
Here they come. Blackman steps up and throws a man wide open. It's Murray. Incomplete. Murray is saying he caught it. Look at his reaction. You can't get... Blackman's been slightly off, but his receivers just haven't bailed him out. Here they come, right up the middle. Blackman able to get it out to Akers. Got some running room. And Cam Akers on the receive again.
And then he looks to the sideline.
Off the 19-yard gain. Flip it back. Blackman's going to throw it. Another man wide open. It's Ryan Izzo down the sideline. He'll cut it. Ryan Izzo won't be caught from behind. Touchdown. It's a 60-yard score for the Seminoles.
Wow. You got the sense from Jimbo Fisher. They get the stop on defense. They get a first down with Cam Akers. And then once they get out of the shadow of their own end zone, they take a shot with a trick play. And they lose sight of the big tight end Izzo, who's been quiet tonight. He's been mostly used as a blocker. And he makes one cut and finishes. And this is a ball game.
2nd and 5. Bryant with all sorts of time, able to throw and complete to Hunter Renfrow. He stops by their defense to win these kind of games. They've been in last possession games seemingly every week, other than the Boston College game. That ball comes out. Roderick Hoskins knocked it free from Kelly Bryant.
Kelly Bryant had.
And it's Derwin James who comes away with the football. Seminoles have it. Down 3 with 6:46 to play.
Florida State came into this game with only 6 turnovers. That's their 3rd one of this game. Derek Hopkins, give him credit. Josh Sweat was in there as well. There was 3 Clemson offensive linemen right there with an opportunity to get the ball. And Derwin James, look at him, he comes in late. And the fight and scratch and claw to get that football with a game-changing turnover for Florida State.
So here we go. Call your friends. Text your relatives. Number 4 could be in some trouble here at home. Here's Blackman throwing forth down the middle, intercepted. It's picked off by Van Smith. Van Smith down the sideline across midfield. Back-to-back turnovers.
They went back to the same play. They tried to hit Mooney Murray on earlier for the first touchdown drive. And Blackman, you're going to see, here comes Murray from this side. Here's Van Smith right here. Watches Blackman. He gets ready to throw this football, and he never saw Van Smith. He's trying to throw the ball here, but he never sees Van Smith right there. That's a young quarterback trying to make a play and be aggressive. Van Smith made him pay.
And a huge sigh of relief. 2nd down and 10. Bryant rolling to his left and completing the Hunter Renfro. He's get it away. Etienne staying on his feet. Travis Etienne hopping over people and down to the 5. Unless something disastrous happens here to the Tigers. Handoff. Etienne in for the touchdown. No whistles. Only cheering. Fourth and 9. Blackman throwing on the run. And Erman Lane could not bring it in. Too many missed plays by the Florida receiving corps, I think. Could have bailed out their quarterback
today. I think
today.
Trayvon Mullen got a hand in here. I mean, he's sticking on the receiver. That's a great job.
To keep everybody focused when the Citadel comes to town next week. Wait, so a 2-loss team can get in the playoff?
Absolutely, if it's named Auburn.
Okay. Kind of change the tune a little bit there, I think, from the car ride. Adam Choice rumbling down towards the goal line. For the touchdown. And that will be an important score to some.
Not only to some, I think to everybody, right? You got to win, but you also have to win convincingly because Clemson, right? They're battling the Oklahomas. They're battling the Notre Dames, right? They're battling the Miamis, the TCUs, the Wisconsins. So they've got to win and win impressively, and Dabo Swinney knows that one will help.
As they remain on track to go back-to-back. Every game's a playoff game the rest of the way for Clemson, so this would be considered a playoff victory against one of their arch rivals, Jimbo Fisher.